6 at 24. Red on red. Silver. On red. Hot. Hey, lion, lion. Red. Go, ready? Go. Hey, run. Hey, easy. Route, route. Route.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Giants and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the
Jags defense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
So many times when he's on the field, you hear announcers like us talk about how calculating he is when he goes for the football. And what they mean, he has a high football IQ, and he eliminates all the errors that could happen and makes big plays as a result.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Throwing Jones. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're already down here early as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Jones completes a Mooney on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch made by Slayton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day in our game.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.
Rip, 23. Let's go. Bill. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, go, go. Go, go. Here we go. 6-24. Here we go. Red, on the red. Here we go. On the red. Hey, lion, lion.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Jaguars and the Bucs under the lights on Thursday night.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to...
The Jaguars defense getting prepared to go to work here in this second week of the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ward to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Elliott again. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Ward looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this 1st down.
On the ready. Ready.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to work.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
On the counter, Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, that's a good throw right there. And our understanding is he's probably going to play the bulk of this first half. It's only the 2nd week of the preseason, but you can already see the connection he's got with his receivers and tight ends. And he's clearly enjoying himself so far. That throw, it picks up a first down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, pushing through the contact, down inside the 40.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Let's do this, man. Get it.
2nd and 7. Off play action. Moore. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Moore. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. To throw is Ward. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position. Here's Ward throwing to start the drive. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ward. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll run here with Evans. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago, so this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away. Well, look around. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in.
and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jags and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even...
The Jags defense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular. But first down, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your point.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll see what they can do and try to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Swift. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll look to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching preseason football on EA Sport. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ward now to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the back. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your
Some of you guys are